It has come to my attention that the majority of people that watch my channel happen to be magicians. Now, because of this unfortunate fact, I happen to have a little bit of power when it comes to influencing you and your purchasing decisions. Now, while I refuse the title of influencer, I do think that I should start a little bit of a series where I point out things that maybe you should consider purchasing in what I'm gonna call PigCakes Pics. Now, ordinarily, PigCakes Pics would traditionally mean a picture of my penis that I would send to a female that I'm trying to ejaculate inside of. However, today, it's gonna mean 2 decks of playing cards that are in Kickstarter that I think you should consider looking at. This video is of course sponsored by the Pigcake Magic Academy. $5 a month gets you 2 videos every single week going over card and coin stuff. You get access to 700 videos the moment you sign up because it includes the piggybacker tutorials that are 2 additional tutorials that I don't post anywhere else. So for $5 a month, you get 4 videos every single week. Oh boy, what a way to increase your virginity. So in this first pilot edition of PigCakes Pics, we're gonna look at 2 Kickstarters in specific that deal with playing cards. Now, if you've watched my channel for more than 15 seconds, you know that I hate playing cards. Unfortunately, because I'm a magician, I'm constantly surrounded by playing cards. I can't escape them. They're sent to me, they're thrown my way, and because of that, I have the unfortunate duty to report on them. Now, the first deck that we're going to be taking a look at today is known as the Tale of the Tempest playing cards. Now, as you can see, it's a deck that's already been funded. As a matter of fact, as the timing of this video, it's at about $130,000, and the proprietor and creator of this particular Kickstarter campaign is a good friend of mine in The Gentleman Wake. Now, if you've seen our previous collaborations, you will know that I am very sexually attracted to Omar of Gentleman Wake fame, and because of that, I am deciding to make his deck one of PigCakes Pics. Now, I haven't received this deck yet as of the time of this particular video. However, it is going en route to my domicile, but you could peruse the Kickstarter and see the quality of this particular deck. Gentleman Wake already came out with another deck of playing cards that was a huge success on Kickstarter. He killed it, and this is another one that it seems like he is going to kill again. It's a tremendous looking deck of cards. If you take this out of your pocket, you're no doubt gonna get your face sat on by the nearest attractive female. Now, what's interesting about this deck of cards in particular is that we're going to work on the gaff pack. So in his previous deck, we worked on the gaff pack. So those gaffs are a little bit of a collaboration between me and him. I told him, hey, you should go for these. People enjoy this. Hey, you should do that. This one we're going to be working on together. So we're going to be going back and forth as to potential ideas for the gaff pack. However, you're getting a lot when it comes to these playing cards, which is what I keep telling him. I say, Omar, why don't you just make a fucking deck of playing cards? He says, no, I have to put a wax stamp. I have to make different colors. I have to pretty much make sure that you're going to get your money's worth. And you definitely get your money's worth when it comes to this particular deck of playing cards. This is another reason why I'm very attracted to him in the sense of his attention to detail. So if he puts this much attention to detail in playing cards, I have to imagine he puts attention to detail elsewhere, like my butthole. So there are several add-ons for the Tale of the Tempest. You could get the regular version, you could get the dusk version, you could get the midnight edition, you could also get some uncut sheets, you could get several different types. And I believe there are stretch goals that are still being stretched to this day. If only my goal could be stretched. This is definitely not a deck of cards for the type of person that wants to put them in your pocket and take them out and do it for card tricks. This is a deck of cards for the collector, somebody that wants a little bit of value, somebody that's going to put this on a shelf, that's going to take it out, that's going to have people enjoy the actual art in the cards. So this is definitely not something that you would just bust out on a Denny's. You're definitely going to be a little bit more of a refined performer if you pull these out, and it's evident in the quality of the playing cards. So because of that, I definitely recommend putting this up on your Christmas list or your holiday list if you happen to be a little bit of one of those kooky people that gets offended at the word Christmas. Hopefully that was enough shilling to have Omar sit on my face, but unfortunately, he is a taken man. Next one, next one, next. Resurrected V2 by Abraxas Playing Cards is the next Pigcake pick for this particular episode. Abraxas, of course, not to be confused with the Jesse the Body Ventura movie in the early 90s. This is Abraxas playing cards, and they're coming out with the Resurrected V2 deck. Now, the Resurrected V1 deck was a Peter Turner project that I kind of didn't like. This was a deck that I thought there was too much going on. I thought, oh, you have a Ouija board on the back of the playing cards. But here's the thing. I'm a retard. I'm a retarded individual because in seeing and in talking to Turner and the proprietor of this particular version of the deck in Nathan, I've realized that this is a fantastic marked deck. This isn't a marked deck that you're going to have to squint and read and decipher the code of Hammurabi in order to figure out. It's a wonderfully built marked system that allows it to be fairly evident to you and nobody else could find the marking. Now, if you look at the back of the deck, it resembles a Ouija board. So this could actually play into the pattern of the actual trick that you're going to do with them. They have a really good design. It's fairly simple. It's not anything of a devil stabbing an angel in the neck. The colors of the card reflect that eerie sensation that a user would have upon using the Ouija board. Now, Nathan has graciously reached out to me and sent me the cards. However, because of the ineptitude, because of the retardation of the US postal system, I have not received those cards yet. I could only imagine what it's like to send a ballot out. Now, while the back design is fairly unique, I do happen to enjoy substantially the marking system. If you've, again, watched my videos for more than 14 seconds regarding any marked deck, you would know I hate the little deciphering. And these, you don't have to worry about that. You could read them, you could see them, you're gonna know the card each and every single time without a problem. Now, the deck isn't limited to just one marking system. It has several systems ingrained into the back design that allow you to find different aspects of the card, whether that's the color, the suit. You're gonna be able to determine all that from looking at the back while still pretty much hiding in plain sight. Now, Nathan, the person behind Abraxas playing cards, is a very talented individual. He's a very talented artist. And I'm not just saying that because he's offered to blow me on several occasions. I'm saying that because it's evident in the body of work that's contained in the actual cards themselves. Along with the deck of playing cards itself, you're going to get an instructional tutorial featuring a lot of ideas jammed back and forth between Nathan and Peter Turner. Peter Turner, of course, being the proprietor of Beans on Toast and Mentalism. He's known secondly for Mentalism and first for his love of Beans on Toast, and also for looking like a SoundCloud rapper. But unfortunately, as it may, he's also one, if not the most brilliant mind in the planet when it comes to mentalism. And it's evident in his body of work. And you get a lot of stuff in the download that's going to show you just that. PigCakes pick. So this is definitely a deck that I recommend everybody to pick up. It's a wonderful deck. It's very reasonably priced for a marked deck of playing cards. I still remember back in the day having to pay upwards of $50 to $60 for a single deck of fucking playing cards just to get them marked. And that's not the case anymore, thanks to the technology and the upswing in marked decks in the past couple years. I do happen to particularly enjoy the fact that in the special thanks on the Kickstarter page, of which I'm going to be linking in the description below, he thanks me for being a virgin. And you know what, Nathan? I'm thanking you for taking that virginity away from me. So those are PigCakes picks. Those are PigCakes picks. Please let me know in the comment section below if you guys want me to look at other stuff and see what could be in the next episode of PigCakes picks. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be restricted to magic tricks. It could be camera stuff. It could be card stuff. It could even be puzzles. So I could get that sweet, sweet puzzle revenue that's going to hopefully allow me to get a Tesla. So that's the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to do everything that people do when it comes to these videos, specifically liking the videos so that YouTube thinks that, well, this channel is actually better than it actually is. But apart from that, make sure to always remember that, let's see, Tulsi Gabbard is a 10 out of 10. If she were near me right now, disgusting things I would do. Actually, I wouldn't do anything disgusting. I would treat her like the woman that she is. Oh boy.